What is up guys, Zach here from the Chaos Galaxy, and today I'm going to be doing another Archetypes 101 episode for the Knights. It's been a while since I've done an Archetypes 101 episode, and this is, I would say, it's the oldest archetype in the game of Chaos Galaxy. However, I've made a lot of new cards for it for set 2. I've now finished set 2 and I'm going to show you some really exciting stuff and how all these basic Knight cards tie in together. So I'll start by going over the basic 7 Knights. If you don't know what the Knights are, they're a set of 4-starred creatures, all from different planets with no abilities. So all the 7 basic Knights are all from different planets. They'll have 4 stars, and then some of them have some pretty good powers and health. For example, Pyronite, the first one here, he's got 280 power and 100 health, and that is actually the highest power out of any 4-star or lower card in the game so far. We then have Aquanite, who's the Knight for the planet Pelisium. He's got 280 health, which is the second highest out of any 4-star, just behind De. Then Aeronite, this is definitely a fan favourite card from set 1. He's got 190 power and 190 health. Now these are the ones from set 2, so Groundknight with 160 power and 250 health. We then have Divinite, the Knight from the planet Syndion with 200 power and 200 health. We've then got Demonite with 250 power and 140 health. He's from the planet Sindel, as you can probably guess. And then the final one from the planet Gaios is Nature Knight with 180 power and 220 health. So yeah, these are a pretty standard set of cards. They have some very cool artworks in my opinion, and they do have some very strong stats individually, but you couldn't really make an effective Galaxy out of them. They don't really combo together. So today I'm going to show you some of the new cards I've made from set 2 that can make the Knights a sort of deck or an entire group of cards that work together on their own. So the first card we have is a resource card called United. As you can see in the artwork there, there's the weapons of Groundknight, Aquanite, Nature Knight, and then Pyronite in the back there. And this card reads, you kill 1 Knight creature from your Galaxy, so you just kill any one of your choice from your deck of cards, and then you add a different killed Knight creature to your hand. So say you've got an Aquanite dead and you think, right, I need a card with a bit of health, because Aquanite's got high health. You can go and kill any Knight card from your Galaxy that isn't Aquanite and then get that Aquanite to your hand. So your killed cards basically become like a toolbox of cards that you can just pick out depending on the situation you're in. Although this does seem kind of a bit useless at the moment. You'd probably rather just draw a Knight card and then play that straight away, but this is where some pretty cool stuff comes in. I haven't shown anything like this yet. It's a new type of Chaos Galaxy creature card. I know a lot of people have been asking me if I'm going to make any new planets for the game soon, and I will be making a new planet for the game, however, not yet. First of all, I wanted to introduce this new type of creature before I get on to making any new planets. And this is the boss card for the Knights here, and his name is Infinite. As you can see there, he's a massive 8 stars, a really rare card. His artwork took me absolutely ages to do, and I actually have a speed art video coming up on him, because I did film me drawing it. The thing you'll notice though is that in his planet box, he says no planet. Now I'm introducing a few cards from set 2 that have the no planet text there, and basically that's because they're not from a planet. They can't be used in conjunction with any planet cards at all, so regardless of what other cards you're using in your Galaxy and what planet you have, Infinite will not be able to work with that planet card, unfortunately. So that would make him a bit worse than a regular 8-star. However, this is definitely made up for with his ability. So he only starts with 200 power and health, which is the stats of an average 4-star creature. So I kind of did that on purpose. So he starts off as like an average Knight card. However, he's not a 4-star, he's an 8-star, and his ability reads, this card gains 50 power and health for each of your killed creatures from different planets that have exactly 4 stars and no ability. And what are the best group of cards that have 4 stars and no ability and from different planets? It's obviously the 7 basic Knights here. So if you have every one of these creatures killed, I know this is quite unlikely, and then you play your Infinite, he gains 50 power and health for each, and that puts him on 550 power and 550 health, which is pretty ridiculous, although it's mostly likely to say some point in a game you'll have 3 killed, which still makes him 350, which is a very respectable score. And then of course you have your United card here, which actually kills Knights from your Galaxy and makes use of that, so you're kind of just boosting Infinite up by killing all of these guys. So yeah, that is Infinite there. And there are some more no planet cards in set 2. I've actually made 3 of them so far, however I'm going to show you those in a different video. So yeah, Infinite is the boss of the Knight cards. So it's all well and good having these 9 cards in a Galaxy together. Sorry, there's some terrible glare on Demonite there. But you're going to need some other cards. So I've got a few cards here that aren't directly related to the Knights, but they're helpful and they have abilities that will tie in with the ability of Infinite and help you do things like that. And these are some more like new first look cards from set 2 as well. So first up, because Infinite just gains power and health for any 4-star creature with no ability, it doesn't just have to be a Knight card. You can also use really powerful 4-stars like De with his massive health, and then Wild Wing from set 2 with 270 power, which is very good. So you can just sort of tie in whatever 4-star creatures you have and basically they'll work with Infinite. Although the card United does kind of give the Knight cards an advantage. Also, some of them have some really good stats too. So yeah, just kind of any 4-star cards you get will sort of count towards Infinite's ability. Next up, another card from set 2 that will help you is Universe Boundary. This card just reads, kill 1 creature from your Galaxy. So it's straight up, you just play it, you kill a Knight, and then Infinite will gain 50 power and health, and you'll have another target for your United ability as well. The next card, now this is quite a complicated one, but it's Enchantment Chest. I've showed you this in a video before, but it says the attached creature cannot be killed by creatures from the same planet as it. And basically, because you're using creatures from every planet here, if you're going against an opponent that has a deck based around one planet, so for example off the top of my head, if you are going up against the Syndian Galaxy, you can just have Enchantment Chest in your hand, wait until you get Divinite, for example, and because he's from the planet Syndian, you just attach it and he won't be able to be killed by any of your opponent's Syndian creatures. Alternatively, if your opponent is using a Galaxy that uses a lot of cards from the planet Pelisium, you can just go ahead and wait till you draw Aquanite and use Enchantment Chest on that. And it's just really versatile, and it'll just work against sort of whatever planet galaxy you're going up against, unless of course you're going up against another sort of mixed galaxy of creatures from different planets like the Knights themselves. So yeah, I think Enchantment Chest will be a really good card. The one downside is that it doesn't actually work with Infinite, because Infinite isn't from a planet, so no matter what planet your opponent's using, it'll still be able to kind of work against it. So that's that. And then the final card I was thinking that would really help out with the Knights from set 2 is the card Quatriaga. Although he is a 4-star creature, he does have an ability, so he won't count towards Infinite's ability. However, he reads, up to 4 times per turn you can pay 2 stars to kill the top creature of your Galaxy, and then if it's a Sindel creature he gains power and health from that. So what you can do is just use his ability, kill cards from your Galaxy, and then you get things like your Knights into your killed cards, and then just use them to boost up Infinite. However, the risk with this is that if you're killing random cards from the top of your Galaxy that you haven't seen, could actually accidentally kill an Infinite or something there. So Quatriaga's maybe not the best, but he could help nonetheless. And they're the best cards I could think of for really helping out with the Galaxy. And now I'm going to go through some cards that will be good to use against the Knights and sort of hit them in their weak spots. So a couple of these are new cards, but the first card I thought of is Angel's Share, which reads, your opponent loses 3 stars. And because all the Knights have 4 stars, and Infinite even has 8 stars, basically you're going to need every star you can, because if you gain 4 stars every turn, you're only going to be able to play 1 Knight every turn, excluding, buying zones or using card abilities. So you're kind of going to be battling against yourself if you're using this Galaxy to keep as many stars as you can to keep up to actually play your Knights. And if your opponent uses Angel's Share on you, making you lose 3 stars, that could be a really heavy blow against you. And this is a new card from set 2 as well. Final card is another new card from set 2. It's called Abandonment. It's a rare, it's a very powerful card potentially, and it reads, you kill all creatures on both players' planets which are not from their planet card. But because all the Knights are from different planets, no matter what planet you're using, you're going to have some creatures that aren't from that planet. So Abandonment is a good card that can kill sort of non-planet specific galaxies. And yeah, like I said, this is introduced in set 2, and in the artwork you can see a lot of Pelisium creatures flying away in their spaceship, leaving behind a poor old Pecky from the planet Roka. So that's the other way to really counter the Knights. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a long time since I've shown you some new cards, so hopefully these lived up to your excitement, but I certainly think they do. I'm really looking forward to having some battles with the Knight cards, and also when I do have some battles with using these, it'll sort of be the first battles where I'm using galaxies that aren't specifically themed to one planet, so I think the possibilities for that are going to be pretty exciting. So stay tuned for some battle videos. Also, if you want to buy any packs of Chaos Galaxy cards, they're on the Game Crafter now. There'll be a link to the shop in the description below, and in these packs unfortunately you can't get most of the Knights, but you can get Aquanite, Pyronite, and Aeronite here. Pyronite and Aquanite certainly are probably two of, if not the two best basic Knight cards. But apart from that, let me know which card is your favourite Knight, because I'm quite intrigued, because I'm very interested into what people think about them. I'd say Infinite does look the coolest, but only because he's like sort of the big daddy. Apart from that though, I think my favourite looking Knight card... it's tough. I think I'm going to have to go Growl Knight. I really like the artwork on Growl Knight, especially his weapon. I think his weapon is by far the coolest out of any of them. But like I said, these are some of the fan favourite cards, so I'm really excited about this, sort of making them all come together and work with this one card, Infinite. So yeah, apart from that, please like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.